No caben dudas de que Twin Peaks es una de las series más importantes en la historia de la televisión y hablé con Carel Struycken, el gigante, el bombero de esta serie, sobre cómo era ser parte de esta producción, sobre qué significa para él y sobre cómo es trabajar con el genio de David Lynch. Mirá.
We now return to Mira Akien and Contre with our latest interview.
Twin Peaks pillow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there, my character standing in the center.
Qué buen café tiene en Picos Gemelos. Y qué buen pastel de cereza.
Can you expand on that? How's working with David as a director?
Yeah. Well, he is the one who creates the atmosphere, and we are just clay in his hands. But it's not something you're necessarily aware of. It's just how it feels when you are on the set. It's not a regular story, so you don't necessarily understand what the story is at that moment or what the scene is about.
¡Qué profundo! No tengo la menor idea de qué pasa.
And that's why I said he's creating an atmosphere, because you kind of intuit, you feel yourself through it, so to speak.
Men meer uyut.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that? About like speaking backwards and speaking slower for those scenes?
Yeah, well, the first time around, so in the second season, there was Lil Mike. You could say anything to him, and without thinking, he would say it backwards. So he didn't even have to think about it. He would just say it, and he would say it backwards. Like I'm answering your questions, he would say it backwards. The second time around, he wasn't there, but technology had advanced, and I found out that there is an iPhone app that will talk backwards, and but still, I didn't have the dialogue in advance, so the assistant director would slip me little torn off pieces from a piece of paper with text handwritten on it and say, okay, say this backwards. So a few times I wasn't quite ready because it's not that easy. So I had to go off somewhere and rehearse with my with the app, with the iPhone app.
It is happening again.
Especially the first time around, TV was kind of boring, and this was so completely different. And not only was it different, but it was almost like watching TV and being put under a hypnotic spell. I don't think there will be a new season, but you never know, of course.
Yeah.
2 hours worth and done.
I understand.
He did a part on the last Spielberg movie, in the Fabelmans. Did you see him acting there?
They tell me you want to be a picture maker.
Yes, sir, I do.
Why? This business, it'll rip you apart.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I watched him in that. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of him in that movie?
He's always himself, but he's actually not a bad actor. So
Yeah.